Let's continue on. So today we're going to take a look at standard delta G and standard cell potential, the relationship. The relationship that we're going to use is delta G standard. So that's what the little naught means. Delta G naught equals negative NFE, where E naught is the standard cell potential like we calculated yesterday. So I'm going to use the same setup that we had here. So all we have to do is plug and chug. The N stands for the number of moles of electrons. The F is Faraday's constant. Faraday's constant is 96,485 coulombs per mole of electron. And then the cell potential, or the standard cell potential, is in volts. And then volts is also equal to a joule per coulomb, which will be important when we see the units. So now all we have to do is plug and chug. So let's go ahead and do that here. So delta G equals negative N. So N is the number of moles of electrons. So when we balance the equation, we had 2 electrons here yesterday. So we're going to take 2 moles of electrons. We're going to multiply that times F, which is Faraday's constant, 96,485 coulombs per mole of electron, times, and then the voltage, which is 0.46. And then joules per coulomb. If we take a look and we play the cancel out game, the coulombs will cancel out, the moles of electrons will cancel out, and we're left with joules. And we do the calculation here, and we end up with negative 88,766 joules for delta G naught. And then, of course, that would be joules per mole reaction. Now, if we take a look here, the sign of delta G here is negative because of the negative that we have here. And remember, that meant that the reaction would be spontaneous or thermodynamically favorable. And like we talked about yesterday, with the cell potential being positive, it also tells us that the reaction is spontaneous or thermodynamically favorable. So when the standard cell potential is positive, this negative sign in the equation delta G naught equals negative NFE tells us that delta G will be negative and also spontaneous or thermodynamically favorable. From either way, we can figure out that delta G naught and standard cell potential have opposite signs. So that's why they mean the same thing. So just keep that straight.